How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Visiting the Leo Lions in non-conference boys basketball. Two teams, both in Class 3A, that have a chance that they could be meeting in the postseason coming up in just a couple of weeks. Of course, that IHSAA state tournament draw will take place on Sunday for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, just looking to get hot here at the end of the season. They've struggled through the SAC schedule, but it will be a game with Leo coming off a big win against Columbia City, where there's a couple of big men to keep an eye on. 6'8" David O'Daniel for Bishop Dwenger could have his hands full. Leo presents a very good post in the 6'8" senior Dylan Barrow.
Absolutely, and we watched him out here warm up. He's worked on his inside game and his outside game, and he can shoot with range. He's got good handles, but you know, O'Day, he just got done playing north side last week, so I'm not sure if you're going to find a better post present around than Jalen Butts. So we'll see what Dwenger can do with Dylan Barrow.
Taking a look at the starting lineups in this one. First for the visitors, the Bishop Dwenger Saints under Coach Matt Kostoff. They'll start Sam Royal, a 6'1" senior at a guard spot. Campbell Donovan is a 6-foot junior. Conlon Martin, a 6-foot junior. Austin Burns is a 6'1" senior. And David O'Daniel, the 6'8" senior in the post. For the Leo Lions, under head coach Kerry Cogdell, they'll start Craig Kloppenstein, the 6'2" senior, also quarterback the Leo football team. Reed Heron is a 5'9" senior. Dylan Barrow, the center, at 6'8", he's a senior. Jeremy Davison is a 6'1" sophomore sharpshooter from the outside. And Max Dove is a 6'5" senior that takes up some space in the low post for the Leo Lions. Of course, Leo maybe shocked everyone last week with a win over Columbia City in a game that Columbia City could have won the NE8 title outright with a victory. A lot at stake at Columbia City, and Leo went in there and beat the Eagles to set up a tie among three teams at the top of the NE8. And tonight, Leo and Bishop Dwenger. And we've seen these two do battle a few times over the years, and it seems like these two, no matter what the records, they always put on a very tight competitive game.
Yeah, and who can control the pace of the game tonight? And, you know, for Dwenger, can they limit their turnovers? Can they shoot from the outside against Northside the other night? They shot very well from the outside. Can they duplicate that here at Leo? And can Leo get the ball in the hands of Dylan Barrow? Because one thing we know about Dwenger is they like to play very rough. And, you know, maybe that's a little bit because they got a bunch of football players also on the basketball team. So we'll see that. And, you know, Leo maybe he's taking a little payback for a football game earlier this year. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I expect this to be a high-scoring affair.
And if you're the Leo Lions, the words wide right still probably hurt from what happened in the fall on a field goal that would have won the game for the Leo Lions on the last play of the game. And it missed by inches. Wide right. Bishop Dwenger went on to win the state title. And that's how close Leo might have come to history for the Leo Lions football team. Tonight it's Bishop Dwenger and Leo basketball from indoors at Leo High School, northeast of Fort Wayne. Coming up tomorrow, we've got college basketball as IPFW hosts South Dakota State at the Gates Center. And then on Friday, it'll be a showdown to decide the Summit Athletic Conference champion as the Carroll Chargers take their 19-3 record into Homestead to take on the Spartans. But the most important numbers in that one, Carroll 8-0 and Homestead 7-1. The winner will take it all and win the SAC.
Yeah, now welcome to the SAC for those two teams. You know, newcomers to the league, and right away they're playing for a conference championship. You know, we saw them play once before, and it was really one-sided Carroll, but Homestead has come a long way. Curry has developed into more of a leader, and the team has really gelled together. Jack Ferguson has gotten better for Homestead, but I just don't know if Carroll Carroll's got Kyler Mallers. They've got the cold-blooded assassin in Redding, who can shoot from anywhere on the court at any time.
And as we heard from Coach Marty Beasley today on the Sports Rush, Kyle Maller's a game-time decision. Rolled his ankle last week in a game against Carmel on Saturday, and Marty Beasley said right now they're practicing as if he's not going to go. Still a lot of swelling, a lot of discoloration in the ankle, and he's not sure he's going to be able to go on Friday. Here at Leo, it's the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Leo Lions. We'll take a timeout. We will come back, and we'll get you all set for the opening tip of Bishop Dwenger and Leo. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor because that's a really important job. I would hope kids get better and make everything super fun. I'd have a cool waiting room with games, toys, and a huge TV.
If your child is sick over and over again, it could be PI, a serious defect of the immune system. Early testing gives children a chance to dream.
And I'll give every kid a cherry lollipop because that's the best flavor.
Jeffrey Modell Foundation, helping children reach for their dreams. Visit info4pi.org.
Hi, travelers. Tom Edgerton, Edgerton's Travel Service. Mark your calendars for March 10th. We're going to New Orleans. Along the way, you'll see Memphis, Natchez, and Nashville, all at the prettiest time of the year. This tour has it all. Antebellum homes, history, great food, and New Orleans jazz. Call Edgerton's Travel at 497-TRIP. That's 497-8747, and ask for our brochure on New Orleans and the Old South. We'll save some jambalaya for you.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Leo High School. I'm Brett Rump along with Ryan Dellinger. DC Hendricks back in the ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM studios. Tonight, Leo against Dwenger. Tomorrow, South Dakota State, IPFW. Friday, Carroll at Homestead. Should be 3 nights of pretty good basketball.
Yeah, and you get to do them all, don't you?
I do, actually. I've got the ticket, front row spot. And tomorrow night, out at the Gates Center, hoping for a big crowd. Final 2 home games of the season for the IPFW Mastodons. Now a 20-game winning season. They got their 20th win last week against Denver and South Dakota State, who was everyone's preseason pick to win the Summit League, and currently is ranked number 13 in the national mid-major poll. Also in the top 50 in RPI. It would be a chance for IPFW to get a top 50 RPI win tomorrow night and take over sole possession of first place in the Summit League. And of course, IPFW picked no better than 4th out of the 9 teams in the Summit League. So it would be somewhat of a surprise, especially considering Mo Evans became academically ineligible at the end of the first semester. So should be a lot of fun tomorrow night, and then looking forward to the rematch between Homestead and Carroll to see 2 really good coaches. And it'll be interesting to see if Carroll can get Kyle Mallers to play Friday night. I know they'd like to see him out there, but Marty Beasley did say today that didn't look good at this point. And if he had to guess, he would say he's probably not playing, but it would be a pleasant surprise, and they would welcome his return if he can go Friday night at Homestead.
Yeah, I don't know if Arius Jones is back as well. The last time we saw Carroll play, he didn't play. So if he's injured, they're severely, Mallers and Jones can't play. Homestead's going to be right in that game because they're going to be able to match size for size. So a big week of basketball here in Fort Wayne.
Teams are on the floor. It'll be the Leo Lions in their home white uniforms with purple letters and numbers. Bishop Dwenger in their road navy blue, gold letters, numbers, white trim. Jumping center, the two big men, 6'8", David O'Daniel for Bishop Dwenger, and the 6'8" senior Dylan Barrow for Leo. The tip all the way deep in the backcourt to Bishop Dwenger. Saints start with the ball. Conlon Martin runs the point at the center circle. On the dribble, he looks over the defense, and it looks like it's going to be a box and one or diamond and one to start. They're chasing Campbell Donovan.
Actually, they're chasing two guys. Sam Royal.
Yep, they are. They're picking up Royal. Is it kind of a triangle and two? There's a corner three. No good, and the rebound goes to Leo. Jeremy Davison with the board. He'll give it up to Kloppenstein. On the wing, Barrow backs in at the elbow. Turns toward the baseline. Had it stripped. The double team came over, and then it's stolen right back by Dove. Gives to Davison just outside the top of the key. Barrow, 26 feet out. Can't do anything with it. Now Kloppenstein starts the offense. Pass to the left wing to Heron. Right wing, Kloppenstein drives, dishes, and score for Max Dove. Good job of breaking down the defense for the Leo Lions. They lead at 2-0, 6:50, and the clock runs quarter one.
I don't know if Dwenger has figured out what this defense is that's being ran against them yet.
They've got Reed Heron matched up man-to-man on Campbell Donovan. There's a low post move and a good one by David O'Daniel. A little jump hook in the lane with the right hand. Ties the game at 2. Davison, little running floater off glass. Good for Jeremy Davison. It's 4-2 Leo. Quickly, Dwenger attacks to the brack. Score it for Conlon Martin, and he ties it at 4. Old style Leo ball up and down the court. In the corner, Barrow tries for 3 and count it. Dylan Barrow showing range. The 3-ball puts Leo up 7-4. We played 2 minutes. Low post. O'Daniel spins, puts it up with the left hand off glass. Nice low post move. O'Daniel has his second bucket. It's a 1-point game. Leo front court. Davison launches 3, no good. Dove the rebound, and on the follow, he gets fouled underneath by Austin Burns. Burns hanging on the arms of Max Dove. Dove, a big guy, and that allows Dylan Barrow to step outside, and we just saw what he can do when he gets behind the arc, draining the corner 3.
Yeah, and I think one thing Coach Kostoff is going to work tonight is the matchup of O'Daniel on Dylan Barrow. You heard him once he caught the ball. He said, go to work. And I think that's a matchup it seems at this point they're going to exploit.
First free throw's good for Max Dove. Second one, also nothing but net. Dove has 4 points, and the lead is 3 for the Lions. 9-6, 5:40, and the clock running in the first quarter. Royal to Martin toward the corner. Skips it all the way across to Burns. Up top to Sam Royal. Right wing, Martin. He'll shoot the 3. Hit nothing but net. And he gives a little look over to Kerry Cogdell because they didn't go out and cover Conlon Martin on the perimeter, and he knew it. That's one of those where the scouting report says let him shoot, and when he makes it, he turns and looks at the coach, says take that.
And he did.
9-9. Lob down low. Dove double teamed in the low block. Looks for help. Throws it on the skip to the right wing. Barrow, another 3. Another one that goes down. Nothing but net for Barrow. Back-to-back threes for Dylan Barrow. 12-9. We go under 5 minutes.
And he was a good step behind the three-point line on that one.
Ball around the perimeter. Holding it under his arm is Conlon Martin, a 6-foot junior. From the center circle, he throws left wing. Back to Martin up top. Right wing pass to Royal. Shot fake. Royal to the center circle. Conlon Martin. Clock continues to run. We're at 4.5 and ticking here in the first quarter. 3-point Leo lead. 12-9 on the wing. Royal got open. His 3.
Oh.
Max right between the rim and the backboard and sticks.
Wow.
The alternating possession arrow points to Leo, so the Lions will get the ball. Wednesday night, high school hoops. Just another week left in the season. Klopfenstein down the lane, forces it up and off the iron. Rebound goes to Sam Royal of Bishop Dwenger. In the backcourt, he gives to Conlon Martin. And then a bad pass, stolen. Davison ahead of the field, layup good. And it's 14-9 Lions. Bad turnover and a bad place to make it right out by the timeline. Royal, right wing to Martin. He'll dribble up to center of the floor and then throw back on the right wing to Burns. Up top, Royal. Martin holding it on his hip. Center circle. Right wing. Campbell Donovan gives it back to Martin. Now on the wing, Donovan will shoot it. And he stuck one in between the rim and the glass.
Same spot, same result for Leo.
Might be one of those New England Patriots deflated balls. They stick like that. That's two of them that stuck between the rim and the glass. And this alternating possession goes to Dwenger.
I guess it works out then. You get it a little closer to the basket.
3:36 remains. Opening quarter. 14-9. Leo with the lead over the Saints. Burns. He's between the rings. Throws to his right. Donovan. Martin down low. Burns muscles it up and gets it off glass down low. Austin Burns, his first bucket, draws the Saints within 3, 14-11.
And Austin Burns is now guarding Barrow, not O'Daniel.
Between the circles. Ball on the hip for Klopfenstein. Right wing Davison. Low post pass. Barrow up top. Klopfenstein to the foul line. Now down the right or left side of the lane, and he gets bumped as he goes up for the shot. And he'll go to the free throw line. Bishop Dwenger foul is called on Sam Royal. It's his first, team second. And Craig Klopfenstein, left-hander, will step to the charity stripe, trying to build on a 14-11 lead with 3:02 remaining in our opening quarter.
And Klopfenstein, he has a classic football build, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, got a football player's free throw, too. He missed the first one. 3:02 remains. We're in the opening quarter, 14-11. Did he miss that one? Rebound goes to Royal. Dwenger with the ball, down by 3. Conlon Martin across the timeline on the dribble to the top of the key. A crossover, kicks it out on the wing. Campbell Donovan got a good look at a 3 and buried it. Tied the game 14-all with 2:45 left first quarter. Davison in the corner. Crossover, drives baseline. Underneath, he skips it far corner. 3-ball, air ball that time by Will Morrow. And a long lead pass Dwenger, too far for Conlon Martin. Sam Royal thought he had him behind the defense, but the pass out of the reach of Martin and a turnover as it goes across the baseline. 2.5 to play in our first quarter. 14-all. Leo with the basketball. White uniforms going right to left. Klopfenstein, low post pass, stepping in, tipping it away, Austin Burns. Using his DB skills there to deflect the pass away. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Leo ball.
That was good defense. Yeah, they put a little quicker guy on Barrow now. So Berghoff's in there as well now, so now there's even some more sides for Dwenger.
Berghoff, 6'4", senior. There's a nice drop down to Barrow on a pick and roll. Davison got into the lane and dumped it down to Barrow for the layup. He's got 8 points, and it's 16-14. Pull up, left elbow, no good for Amon Clark. And here comes Leo. Barrow, another 3. Yes! 11 in the first quarter for Dylan Barrow, including 3 balls. 19-14 Lions. 1:57 remains opening quarter. High school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Bishop Dwenger with the basketball, down by 5, 19-14. Last minute 40 of the first quarter here at Leo. Top of the key, it's Burns. Drives to the elbow, sends the pass on the wing to Amon Clark. Now popping up to the foul line. Berghoff gets the pass, throws it outside to Campbell Donovan. This is Clark down the right side of the lane. He got bumped, he stumbled, and they'll call a travel. Turnover on the Saints. 1:21 left first quarter. And Leo with a 19-14 lead gets the ball back.
That's two football players right there on each other. Amon Clark and Craig Klopfenstein.
There's a lot of football players getting into this game. Klopfenstein guarded by Amon Clark. And a screen away from the ball is called an offensive foul. And it's on Jeremy Davison. The 6'1 sophomore picks up Leo's first foul of the game at the 1:13 mark of the opening quarter. 19-14 Lions. Saints now have the ball from the backcourt.
Yeah, this is a chance for Bishop Dwenger to really use their size with Berghoff and O'Daniel in there. Now see if Berghoff just tries to run a high-low with the big guy.
Top of the key, O'Daniel hands it off to Campbell Donovan. On the wing, Clark, and he throws it away. Now scrum for it and a whistle. And might have had somebody push one of the Lions down. No, the foul actually is on Leo. The foul is called on Will Morrow, a 5'9 junior, his first, team second. 56.3 on the clock here in the first quarter. And the Saints will inbound from underneath the basket. Clark to trigger it in. Finds Berghoff open, 10 feet out on the left angle. He missed, but a tip out gives the ball back to the Saints. A three from Royal, no good from the left wing, and this rebound goes to Leo. They've got 45 seconds left here in the quarter. They lead 19-14. Drive down the lane. Left-handed layup. No, by Lane Reed, a sophomore. Rebound Dwenger. Amon Clark quickly in the front court. Last half minute of our first quarter. Amon Clark calls out the play from the center circle. Again, they're face guarding Sam Royal, trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Interesting with these two teams possibly meeting in a sectional in another couple of weeks that Leo would go to a trick defense, because that'll give Dwenger a chance to prepare for it. Down to 6 seconds. 3 on the way. Royal got it and buried it. Face guard this as Royal hits the 3 to bring the Saints within 2 at the end of the quarter. 19-17. Leo, a 2-point lead. We'll bring you the second quarter right after this break. You're listening to high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
The new year is underway. Even though the year is still young, it's not too early to be thinking about participating in this year's Great American Garage Sale on Saturday, April 23rd at the Memorial Coliseum, Fort Wayne. That's right. The Great American Garage Sale is getting bigger and better every year. Better yet, the booth prices still start at only $45 for a 10x10 booth for you to sell anything you want. If it's just taking up space in your garage or attic, why not sell it to the 15,000 shoppers that visit the garage sale every year? Reserve your space now at GreatAmericanGarageSale.net. That's GreatAmericanGarageSale.net. Over 100,000 items will be on display, like clothing, lawn and garden equipment, furniture, toys, games, exercise equipment, and more. Bring it all out and sell it all at the area's largest springtime event, the Great American Garage Sale. On Saturday, April 23rd at our new venue at the Memorial Coliseum, Fort Wayne. Reserve your space now as low as $45 per space at GreatAmericanGarageSale.net. That's GreatAmericanGarageSale.net. Proudly brought to you by Metro PCS.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Weeknight basketball, hurry it up between the quarters. We've already played 19 seconds of our second quarter. 19-17, Leo inbounds. And on a drive into the lane by Lane Reed, there's a whistle. And it's a foul on Bishop Dwenger's David O'Daniel. O'Daniel, the 6'8 senior, represents a lot of the size for Bishop Dwenger. He is matched up on Dylan Barrow, the 6'8 senior for the Lions. Barrow with 11 points in the opening quarter. Kloppenstein, step back three, nothing but net for Gray Kloppenstein. Lions lead by 5, 22-17. First bucket for Kloppenstein.
Just when Dwenger thought they were getting back in the game, another quick three.
Martin around the perimeter, flips it in the corner to Campbell Donovan. Donovan will step up all the way to the center circle on the bounce. Looks over at Coach Kostoff, gets a play. Right wing to Martin. Dribbles toward the baseline, crosses over into the lane. Floats, shoots, and scores. Conlon Martin, nice move. 22-19. Saints back to within a possession. 6:50 and the clock runs. We're in quarter 2. Davison in the corner. Sets up for a three. Missed it. Weak side rebound goes to Heron of Leo. Outside Barrow. Cross courts it to Davison. Picked up quickly by Royal. Now across court to Barrow. And he'll shoot it. And in and out, no good. Rebound to Bishop Dwenger's David O'Daniel. 3-point game. Berghoff in the corner. Finds O'Daniel underneath. Big collision, and they'll call it an offensive foul. Number 2 on O'Daniel. Barrow overplayed the left shoulder when O'Daniel got it in the post, expecting O'Daniel to go that way, which right-handed post players often do, and O'Daniel turned and went right through him.
That's his second foul, and they're leaving him in.
Got a sub waiting, but he didn't get in time to get into the game. So Leo goes to work in the offensive half court. Barrow's going to back in at the elbow, pull up, shoot it, hit it. Barrow with 13. It's a 5-point lead for the Lions. We'll go under 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Donovan cross courts it. Martin will shoot it and hit a three. Martin from the corner. He's got 10 here early in the second quarter, and then a steal. Dwenger has it back, down by 2. And Martin
he's
outside.
The guy they didn't want to guard.
Up top, to Royal. Right wing, now the pass to Zach Smithy, a senior. Between the rings. Donovan sends it left side line to Martin. Up top between the circles, Smithy. Pulls up at the top of the key and hits a jumper. It's a 2-ball. He had his feet on the line. Tie game, 24 apiece, 5:14, and the clock ticks in quarter 2. From the elbow, Reed outside to Davison. Leo with the basketball, tie game. 5 straight scored by the Saints. Under 5 minutes to play, first half. Heron lobs it down low. Barrow from the right block, back to the basket. Turnaround fade. Good for Barrow. Jack Sikma shot. Or in today's day and age, maybe a Kobe.
Yeah, you better go with a little, maybe even more than that.
26-24 the score. Leo's back in front. 4.5 to play before the break. Here's Donovan from the top of the key, throws right wing to Martin. He'll penetrate to the foul line, kick in the corner where Smithy drives in the lane, dumps it down low, and it's O'Daniel with a spin move. It's knocked out of his hands and goes out of bounds under the basket where Bishop Dwenger will have to inbound. Substitutions do come in now for the Saints, and O'Daniel will sit down with his 2 personal fouls. Austin Burns and Jack Pentenberg, the subs for the Saints. Martin inbounds, throws up top of the half court to Pentenberg. He looks over at Matt Kostoff to get a play call. Throws left to Royal. Popping out Smithy between the circles. Throwing to his left to Martin. On the wing, Royal. At the elbow, Burns. Outside to Pentenberg, and then it's a 3 launched up by Conlon Martin. He missed it, but on the rebound he goes in and steals it and then misses a layup. Did everything right, but finish. Here's Leo. Davison, bounce pass in the lane, bounces off some legs, right back to Davison. Barrow sends it to Heron. A 3 from the left wing, no good, and the rebound tip grabbed by Zach Smithy of Bishop Dwenger. Saints down 2, 26-24, 3:35 left in the second. In the lane, Smithy puts it up with the left hand, good. 10 feet out, Zach Smithy with his 4th point coming off the bench. We're tied again, 26 apiece. Kloppenstein pounds down low, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Kloppenstein. took it down low and kind of put the shoulder into Conlon Martin. Bounced Martin back about 3 feet because Kloffenstein built like a tank, and that's foul number 1 on Craig Kloffenstein. More importantly, it turns the ball over. So now the Saints have the ball in a tie game. 3:12, clock running in the second quarter. Martin on the dribble in the perimeter. Cross courts at left side to Sam Royal. Burns wanted to come up and set a screen. Royal instead gets a screen at the top of the key, but can't use it. In the corner, Pentenberg cross courts it. A wild pass, but Burns has it and gives it up to Sam Royal, center circle.
If I was Dwenger, I wouldn't be in any hurry here. You got your big guys in foul trouble. Take your time, get a good shot, and they look how good their spacing is on the court.
Very well spaced around the entire half court. Right wing Pentenberg up top. Martin back to Pentenberg. He's got a good look. He shoots it, and he missed it. But a rebound offensive board to Burns. Burns dribbles into the lane and then throws a pass right into the arms of Reed Herron. 2:20 remaining before intermission. 26 apiece. Lions front court. Here's Barrow. Got 15 here in the first half. Dumps it down low, and it goes right over the head of Jeremy Davison and out of bounds. A turnover for the Lions. Number 6 here in the first half for Leo. 2:12 left, second quarter. 26-26. Front court, Sam Royal, right sideline. Center circle to Pentenberg. Back to Royal. He launches and off the mark. Rebound Barrow. Had it knocked away. It went out of bounds. It'll still belong to Leo.
It was a good look for Sam Royal. They ran him through the zone, and he came out the other side and was wide open. They finally set a pick on the guy that was guarding him. So that was a good set by Dwenger. Just unfortunately didn't make the shot.
Kloffenstein gets in the front court for the Lions. Last minute 45. And another turnover. Number 7 here in the first half for Leo. They lobbed it down to Barrow in the post, and it goes right over his head. Incomplete pass for Craig Kloffenstein.
And really missed opportunities for Dwenger, because that's 3 turnovers in a row against Leo, which they have not scored any points on.
Tied at 26. About a minute and a half left before halftime. Royal, high right wing, takes between the circles and traveled. Little indecision as he picked up the dribble on the move and took an extra step. That's a turnover for Bishop Dwenger, and all of a sudden this, what was a high-scoring game, a lot of offense, a lot of buckets, and all of a sudden it's become very quiet over the last couple of minutes. We're tied 26 apiece. Barrow, top of the key. Looks right. Will hand it to Kloffenstein, trying to fight through the screen on the handoff. It's a foul on Bishop Dwenger. Conlon Martin will be guilty of the foul. It's his first, team's 5th. 1:19 remains, second quarter, tied 26-all between the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Leo Lions. And they'll lob it underneath the basket. They were fronting Barrow. He makes the catch, and on the shot, he gets fouled. Zach Smithy tried to front him on the inbound from almost mid-court. Davison saw it and just lobbed it over the top. Barrow caught it almost down underneath the basket, and he went up for the shot, missed it, but he missed it the free throw on the first of 2. Smithy guilty of his first foul. There's 6 now against Bishop Dwenger here in the half, and Barrow converts on the second free throw. He's got 16 of Leo's 27. Lions back in front, 27-26. Minute 10. Clock's running, second quarter. Around the perimeter, Royal finds Burns down in the low block. He forced it up, missed it, but a tip in by Zach Smithy, a good one. Puts Dwenger in front, 28-27. Last minute of the second quarter. In the lane, Kloffenstein dumps it down low. Dove, layup. He missed it. And the rebound this time to Burns and Dwenger. On the run, Saints front court. Here goes Campbell Donovan all the way to the basket. Wild shot, no good. And Dylan Barrow to rebound with 38 seconds.
I think Coach Kostoff would have wanted just one shot.
And a 3 on the way. Barrow missed that one. And the rebound goes to Sam Royal of Bishop Dwenger. Barrow hit his first 3 balls all in the first quarter. Now he's 0 for 2 from distance here in the second quarter. He's still got 16 of Leo's 27. They're down a point. Last 13 seconds of the quarter, and the Saints with the ball. Martin with 7 at the foul line. It is Donovan sending it outside to Royal. His three is no good. Barrow the rebound. He'll throw it baseball style the length of the court and get nowhere near the basket. And the teams go to the locker room. We've got a close one, a 1-point game. Bishop Dwenger, who trailed almost the entire first half, goes to the locker room with the lead, 28-27 over Leo. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments. With 14 conveniently located clinics, go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Back at Leo High School Wednesday night, high school hoops. And at halftime, the Bishop Dwenger Saints lead it over the Leo Lions 28-27. Taking a look at our halftime numbers. First for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, they shoot 12 of 25 from the field in the first half, 48%, while Leo hits 10 of 22 for 45.5%. Both teams 4 of 12 from distance. Leading scorers for Leo, they're led by Dylan Barrow here in the first half, who has 16 points, while the Saints only one score in double figures. That's Conlon Martin, who got his early in the second quarter. He's got 10 on 4 of 7 shooting, including 2 of 4 from distance. For Barrow, the 6'8 senior for Leo, he showed range, hit 3 from distance in the first quarter, but then he missed a couple in the second quarter. He finishes our first half 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point land, and 1 of 2 at the free throw line for 16 points. Only 4 Lions even scored here in the first half, as Jeremy Davison and Max Dove both had 4 points, and Craig Kloffenstein got 3. For the Bishop Dwenger Saints, the 10 points from Conlon Martin, 6 points from Zach Smithy off the bench. They got 4 points from David O'Daniel, 3 points apiece for Campbell Donovan and Sam Royal, and then 2 points from Austin Burns. Rebounding in the first half was even at 12 apiece. Turnovers for Bishop Dwenger, they had 7, while the Leo Lions also had 7 turnovers, 4 of those from their point guard, Craig Kloffenstein, on a couple of wild passes. Well, the Saints were down almost the whole first half, but as the teams go to the locker room, it's this Bishop Dwenger team that has that fight and that toughness about them. They battled the entire half, and they go to the locker room with a 1-point lead, 28-27.
Yeah, they played that last like 3.5 minutes without David O'Daniel, their big guy. And what they did was they just basically took the air out of the ball. And you know, really, Leo's fortunate that Dwenger isn't up by more after all their turnovers they had right there in one stretch where they turned the ball over 4 out of 5 possessions. And Dwenger got no points on any of those. So if Dwenger can capitalize on some of that in the second half and push the lead out, I mean, they're a difficult team to guard anyways, and they've got shooters all over the perimeter. And Leo's going to have to get some more scoring other than just Dylan Barrow.
We've had 6 ties in the first half and only 1 lead change. And the lead change came in the final seconds of our first half, going from what was a 27-26 Leo lead to a 28-27 Bishop Dwenger lead. And that is the only lead for Bishop Dwenger throughout the first 16 minutes. It was 19-17 Leo at the end of 1. And that score only 2 points because Dwenger hit a 3-ball right at the horn. And then in the second quarter, Bishop Dwenger outscored Leo 11-8. Well, coming up tomorrow night, college basketball takes over. I'll have the Sports Rush live from the Gate Center from 4 to 6. And then tomorrow night at 6:45, we bring you IPFW basketball versus South Dakota State. A game to decide first place in the Summit League. I'll be joined by Art Salzberg on the call tomorrow night. And then on Friday, I've got the game to decide the Summit Athletic Conference. So, 2 leagues, both with Summit in their name.
Right.
Both to decide first place in the conference. Now, for the Summit Athletic Conference, it's going to be the final game of the season, and it's a winner-take-all between Carroll and Homestead. And I know, Ryan, you won't be with me on Friday night, but for a very good reason.
Yeah, my 2 of my sons will be receiving their state championship rings at Snyder. They'll be honored during the Snyder Southside game. So that'd be the only reason I'd be missing the SAC holiday or championship game is probably for that reason. So it's a great atmosphere at Snyder. I guarantee you on Friday night there's going to be a big crowd, I'm sure.
And of course, for those that don't know Ryan Dellinger, built like a right tackle, and he's got boys that are even bigger.
A lot bigger.
And Sunday, go ahead and tell us where you were at on Sunday.
Well, Sunday we went on a junior day visit up to Michigan State University and had a great time up there. Got to see a lot of the facilities up there and learn a lot about Michigan State. And then we sat basically 3 rows off the floor.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
We got to see Michigan State put a beating on Indiana in the second half. But what a great atmosphere up there. Tom Izzo does it right. And I saw one of your buddies, Dane Fife. Yep. He was running around on the sidelines and does a lot. I think a lot of people don't understand how much coaching he does.
Does he?
Yeah, and it's, to see Izzo where he is in his career and where Fife is now, and you can see Fife has learned a lot and really has stepped in to help out quite a bit.
I wonder how long Tom Izzo goes, and especially when you see what you saw in the ACC with Duke's Mike Krzyzewski and North Carolina's Roy Williams. Of course, those two teams playing tonight, but both of them dealing with health issues during the season. So much of it, I think, stress-related with these coaches, especially older coaches. Neither Coach K or Roy Williams exactly a young coach, and you wonder if that influences guys like Tom Izzo, who can basically walk away anytime he wants and be set for life. But I think that's one of the reasons Dane Fife is there. I mean, he looks at it and says it's an opportunity to learn from one of the best in the business, and who knows what Tom Izzo has in store down the road. But Dane Fife has joined our show, talked to us, and of course the former IPFW coach, now an assistant up at Michigan State. But you showed us some great pictures from the game.
He's got coaching in his blood. His father, Dane Fife's father, is the head coach of Clarkson High School in Michigan, and they're always a perennial favorite to win the state championship. So what a great guy to someday maybe eventually take over for Tom Izzo.
Halftime here, and Bishop Dwenger leads at 28-27 over Leo. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Our second half on the other side. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Hey, are you having a party for the big basketball tournament again this year? No, my wife said she hated all those people invading her kitchen. I had that same problem until I got my basement remodeled in my new wet bar by Serenity Kitchen and Bath. Serenity Kitchen and Bath? I didn't know they built wet bars in entertainment areas. Serenity Kitchen and Bath is known for their high-quality kitchen and bath upgrades. But did you know they can renovate your basement into the entertainment area you've always wanted? They're experts on remodeling basements and building wet bars, wine racks, and even wine cellars that can accommodate your entire collection of fine wine. With more than 20 years in the construction industry, the designers at Serenity Kitchen and Bath can make your dream become a reality. They're so confident in their installation, they provide a 5-year warranty on your entire project and a lifetime warranty on all tile work. Additionally, the owner personally inspects every job to ensure your satisfaction. The big basketball tournament is right around the corner, so don't delay. Book now to ensure completion before the big games. Learn more at SerenityKitchenandBath.com or call 749-7028. Listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back back to Leo High School, just northeast of Fort Wayne, where the Bishop Dwenger Saints lead it over the Leo Lions here at halftime, 28-27. Just about ready to get our third quarter underway. And we want to wish good luck to Homestead. We can do that. The girls.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to wish them good luck, especially because they're so athletic and so good and so game ready. Their schedule has made them so ready for this second half of the season. So congratulations to them. But I want to go back to one thing from this past weekend. I watched Shania Kelly's shot.
Oh,
10
amazing.
times this weekend, and it is so close how close that ball was to actually being good.
They said that they took it frame by frame, and it was down to 0.2 of a second.
Wow.
That it would have been good if it was 0.2 earlier, but for those that missed it, at the regional Saturday, Concordia Shania Kelly got a rebound, turned and threw it the length of the court, and swished it, and literally the length of the court. But it came 0.2 of a second too late, and Concordia ended up losing to Tippecanoe Valley. Second half's underway. Already Bishop Dwenger misses a shot. Now Leo with the basketball. Barrow, turnaround from the low block, and he drops it in. He's got 18, and Leo's back in front, 29-28. Erasing the only lead of the game so far for Bishop Dwenger. Royal to Smithy, who gets to start the second half for Matt Kostoff and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. On the wing, it's Campbell Donovan. Royal in the lane to Martin. Outside, Smithy trying a three. Didn't get it. Good box out by Klopfenstein to get the rebound for Leo. Klopfenstein drops it again down to Barrow. Spins to the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Skips it far corner to Reed Herron, who dribbles up the arc and then throws high half court to Davison from the center circle. Right sideline to Klopfenstein. He'll center the floor on the bounce. Back on the right wing, Herron. Low post pass, Barrow. He'll put up a little floater and miss it off the iron. And O'Daniel, the rebound for Bishop Dwenger. Saints trail by 1, 29-28. Played a minute and a half here in the third. Smithy on the right wing to Donovan. Back up top, Smithy rotates at left wing. Royal. He goes to take off in the dribble. Lost the ball off his leg, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover for Bishop Dwenger. That's their 8th. 29-28. 1 point lead for the Lions here at home. Leo going left to right, wearing their home white uniforms, purple letters, numbers, a bit of silver trim on the piping going down the side of the jerseys. Herron on the wing. Klopfenstein drives underneath. He scooped it into the lane, right into traffic, and Dwenger has it. On the run, Martin coast to coast down the lane. He got a bump, and he missed the shot, but a blocking foul called on Leo. Reed Herron picks it up, and they'll say it was before the shot. First foul on Reed Herron, first on the team here in the second half with 5:52 remaining. We're in the third quarter. 29-28 Leo. Dwenger the ball. Smithy, long left-handed three, and it misses. Rebound in the lane to Dove of Leo. He'll give it off to the guard, Craig Klopfenstein. Ran the offense in football, runs the offense here in basketball as the point guard. Herron on the right wing. Looks down low, can't get the post entry, so he rotates it around to the left wing to Klopfenstein. Top of the key, Klopfenstein to his right to Herron, in the corner to Davison. Leo with the ball. Under 5.5 to play in the third. Lions lead by 1. Low post from the right block. Barrow spins off glass. Good. Dylan Barrow looking really good tonight. He's got 20 points of Leo's 31. And the Lions with a 3-point lead. Dwenger front court. Smithy left wing. Dribbles up high and then passes to the center circle to Royal. He'll take off on the drive down the right side of the lane. There's a collision, so Royal pulls up and shoots a 12-footer and hits it.
Might have got away with a little extra step there, but
yeah, he collided with his defender, who fell back, leaving him open, and he might have stumbled a bit before he shot. But it's 31-30, a 1-point game, and there's an underhanded scoop shot from about 12 feet for Barrow. Not a good shot. Dwenger the rebound, coast to coast Martin, and he went up against Barrow, challenged him, and then Martin just stole the rebound. O'Daniel went right through Dylan Barrow, and his third foul for David O'Daniel.
Not a good foul.
No, got to go around him. Can't go right through him. And he basically just put his shoulder down, went right through the chest of Dylan Barrow. Foul number 3 on the 6'8 senior for Dwenger, David O'Daniel. Now Leo with the ball to 1-point lead, and they threw it across the defense, and underneath, Dylan Barrow got open. 22 for Barrow, 33-30, the Lion lead. Smithy from the left wing. In the lane, Martin drives, puts it up, missed it. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Kloffenstein of Leo. Lions leading at 33-30, halfway through the third. Heron on the right wing. Looks and throws to Barrow just outside the top of the key. He'll be picked up by Smithy. Dribble to the wing and then hand it to Kloffenstein. Kloffenstein behind the back pass to Dove underneath, and he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah,
Showtime.
That was a pass or it slipped out of his hand.
It is a pass, and he will never tell you differently. He's even smiling about it.
Yeah, he is.
I think he actually might have started to lose the handle, and it was the only thing he could do with it was flip it behind his back, but worked out perfectly. Timeout on the floor is a full timeout with 3:39 remaining in the third quarter. 33-30. The Lions leading it over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Hi, travelers. Tom Edgerton, Edgerton's Travel Service. Mark your calendars for March 10th. We're going to New Orleans. Along the way, you'll see Memphis, Natchez, and Nashville, all at the prettiest time of the year. This tour has it all. Antebellum homes, history, great food, and New Orleans jazz. Call Edgerton's Travel at 497-TRIP. That's 497-8747, and ask for our brochure on New Orleans and the Old South. We'll save some jambalaya for you.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Back at Leo High School, Brett Rump with Ryan Dellinger, DC Hendricks back in the studios. 33-30, Leo with a lead over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 3:39 remain in the third, and at the line, Max Dove for the Lions. Good on the first free throw. Hit the front of the iron, it bounced straight up in the air and dropped through. 5 points now for Max Dove. He had 4 very early in the game. 34-30. For a 5-point lead, it's no good. Rebound goes to Bishop Dwenger's Ryan Berghoff. Saints front court. In the lane, a pass intended for Burns is deflected away. It goes out of bounds baseline. Last touch by Leo. So the Saints will inbound underneath their own basket with 3:29 left. Third quarter. Saints trail by 4. Conlon Martin inbounds it. Deflected off the hands of Royal, but goes right to his teammate, Campbell Donovan. Back to Royal. Now Donovan between the circles. High post Burns. Out on the wing. It's Berghoff shooting the 3 and draining it. Ryan Berghoff, 6'4" senior. Gets his first points of the night, and he draws his Bishop Dwenger Saints to within 1. 34-33. Barrow spins, can't shoot it. Cross courts it to Davison. His pass into the post, trying to get it to Max Dove, deflected out of bounds baseline. Last touch by Austin Burns. So the Lions will inbound under their basket. 3:01 on the third. Lobbed under the basket, and Barrow will just go up and catch it in midair and lay it in.
That's too easy, isn't it?
Yeah, they knew that it had a mismatch, so Davison just lobbed it up in front of the iron, let Barrow go up, catch, and shoot without coming down. 36-33, Barrow with 24. 3 launched by Donovan. No good from the right wing. Rebound Lions. Leo coming off their upset win over Columbia City. Tied for the NE8 championship. Now leading by 3 over the SAC's Bishop Dwenger Saints. Kloffenstein from the wing will dribble up top. Give to Barrow. Barrow hands to Davison. Davison will drive down the lane, try to put up a teardrop. Blocked, but it's saved underneath by Leo, and they've got another chance. Kloffenstein outside Barrow, the 3, and it's no good. This rebound to Bishop Dwenger's Ryan Berghoff, and he just threw an outlet pass to the sideline, out of the reach of Conlon Martin and out of bounds. Another turnover on the Saints with 2:04 remaining in the third. A 3-point Leo lead, and the Lions get the ball back.
That's 8 turnovers now for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
36-33. Kloffenstein between the circles, flips it to his left to Davison. He'll center the floor and throw right wing to Kloffenstein. Bouncing it down in the post. Barrow turns, skips it. Heron, 3, and halfway down, no. Battle for the rebound, and it's tied up. Burns and Dove, and the arrow points to Leo.
I think Sam Royal's hurt. He came up grabbing, it was the back of his knee. He and Max Dove caught their legs, got caught up, and yeah, he's bending over. He was holding it a little bit ago.
Inbound for the Lions, leading 36-33, 1:40 left, third quarter. Kloffenstein, a little between the leg dribble, and he bounced it off his ankle. Had to go back and get it, and there's an over and back. Nope, it's a foul. A light block on the perimeter, to say the least, and it's called a foul on Conlon Martin. He looks to the sky in disbelief. It's his second, team's third here in the second half. 1:35 remaining third quarter. Leo with the ball, leading 36-33.
Yeah, and he got bailed out on that because he stepped across the half-court line.
Davison open, 3, got it! 39-33, Davison with 7. 6-point lead for the Lions. It's their biggest. Burns near the elbow, double team, steps out to the corner, and then his pass up the sideline deflected, but it does go to Bishop Dwenger's Donovan. Foul line jumper, Berghoff, no good. And here's Leo the rebound. Davison on the dribble. Flips it down low. Dove, layup, good. Lions have the energy of the crowd right now, taking it to Dwenger, leading by 8, 41-33. Last 45 seconds. Corner 3, Berghoff. He'll miss. Rebound, Kloffenstein on the run. Davison to the basket. Layup, good. 43-33, and Matt Kostoff has to take a timeout. 34 seconds remaining in the third. And the Lions on a run, 43-33. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely, because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
34.2 seconds on the clock. We're in the third quarter, and the Leo Lions just went on a 9-point run, and they lead at 43-33. Saints coming out of the timeout with the basketball on the perimeter. It's Pentenberg, who just checked in during the timeout. Royal back to Pentenberg. At the foul line, he kicks it out to Burns. He'll dribble into traffic, bump shoulders, and then shoot it. No good. Rebound, Dove of Leo. Last 12 seconds of the third. They're already up 10. Coach Kerry Cogdell says hold it for 1. Kloffenstein on the drive, puts it up. Didn't get the shot. I think it's a blocking foul called on Dwenger. Austin Burns will pick up a foul with 4.6 seconds. It will put Craig Kloffenstein to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Lions, trying to build on what is now a 10-point lead and extend a 9-point run. Left-hander is no good. He struggled at the line.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3.
Kloffenstein with 3 points in the game. A step-back 3 in the first half. Second one, nothing but nylon. 44-33. Last 4 seconds, quickly across the timeline, Royal. Top of the key 3 is an air ball, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. A big finish to the third for the Leo Lions. They're on a 10-point run, and they lead by 11, 44-33. High school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Here we are, 2016. I didn't make any resolutions, but I am serious about one. I need to get these creditors off my back. And the trouble is, I don't really know what to do.
Call Sabrina Kitsos at the Kitsos Law Office. That's what I did last year at this time. I couldn't keep up with my bills, and the collections people wouldn't leave me alone. Then I heard about Sabrina Kitsos on the radio. Best call I ever made.
How did she help you?
Sabrina knows the bankruptcy laws, and she guided me through that process. She saved my home from foreclosure, reduced my credit card debt, and stopped garnishment of my wages. She even made sure I kept my tax refund check. The whole thing was much easier than I thought.
How do you spell Kitsos? K-I-T?
K-I-T-S-O-S. She certainly heard my SOS and did something about it.
The number for Sabrina Kitsos is 449-9748. That's 449-9748. Sabrina Kitsos is scheduling appointments right now. She's your kit to getting out of debt. The Kitsos Law Office is a debt relief agency helping people seek relief under the bankruptcy code.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Bishop Dwenger starts with the basketball in our fourth quarter, trailing 44-33. In the lane, there's O'Daniel, who sat a good portion of the third and was sitting while Leo went on the 10-point run, and he makes his presence felt right away. A little left-handed jump hook makes it 44-35, and now he makes his presence felt at the defensive end with a big swat of Moreau's drive.
Straight down and out of bounds.
7:34 remaining here at Leo, 44-35. Lions the lead in the ball. The inbound goes to Barrow on the left wing, and he's going to talk to O'Daniel and then drive on him. Under the basket, a kick out. Davison's three is nothing but net. 12 points for Jeremy Davison. And it's 47-35, the biggest lead of the game for the Lions. Saints working right to left. Donovan in the lane, O'Daniel. He drove into Dove and then pulled the ball back. Looked like he traveled, but no call. Donovan gets the ball and shoots a short jumper that's no good. Rebound Leo. Klopfenstein's in the front court. Lions leading at 47-35. Klopfenstein, top of the key. High half-court corner to Davison. Bounce pass. Back to the basket is Barrow, but he's about 14 feet out on Burns. Can't get past him. Skips it. Far corner. Morrow, three. Didn't get it. Got pushed down by Royal after the shot. No call. Here comes Dwenger. And a pass by Pentenberg right into the midst of Morrow, but it deflects off him and out of bounds near midcourt. So Dwenger keeps the basketball. Pentenberg, a 5'11 junior, will run the point from the center circle. High post, O'Daniel out on the wing to Royal. Up top, Pentenberg. 6:20 and the clock's running here in the fourth quarter. 47-35. Lions a 12-point lead. Saints with the ball. Underneath Burns in the lane, O'Daniel, and as he goes up, he got hacked on the wrist. David O'Daniel will step to the free throw line. The foul is called on Max Dove. That's number 1 on Dove, number 2 on the team here in the second half with 6:11 remaining in the fourth.
I'm not sure. We haven't seen Conlon Martin at all here in the second half, have we?
He's been out there in the second half.
But not.
Free throw no good on the first of 2 for David O'Daniel. 6'8", senior. 3 bounces and the right-handed free throw. In and out, no good. Rebound, Klopfenstein. Here comes Leo the other way. Klopfenstein cut off at midcourt by Campbell Donovan. He'll dribble, and there's a foul. And it's an offensive foul. Klopfenstein put up the free arm to try to get some space, and our official caught him on it. His second foul, third on the team. 6:02 remaining, and there's your man, Conlon Martin, checking back in for Bishop Dwenger.
He had the hot hand in the first half for Dwenger. They really didn't guard him. They let him shoot, and he made him pay early to see if he gets hot again here in the fourth quarter. They're going to need him.
Martin, a 6-foot junior, has 10 points, got them all in the first half. most of them in the first quarter. 3 on the way for Donovan. No good. And on the rebound, O'Daniel may have just picked up his 4th foul. He did. Went over the back, and that's foul number 4 on the 6'8 senior for Bishop Dwenger, David O'Daniel. 5th on the team, 5:46 remaining. A 12-point lead for Leo, their biggest of the night. Kloffenstein at midcourt gives it off to Will Morrow. Morrow picks up the dribble, needs help. Popping out is Davison, and Kerry Cogdell beat him to it. Coach Leo jumped up, called a timeout.
Barely.
So we have a break with 5:34 remaining. 47-35, the Leo lead over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And, of course, these two teams could meet again. Sectional draw takes place on Sunday night down in the IHSAA offices. Of course, what happens, they actually draw it in the afternoon. We see it at night.
Right.
And then tournament play will begin in a couple of weeks, and you'll have to follow our website at espnfortwayne.com to keep up with our schedule of games for the postseason.
I don't think people understand how much the kids look forward to the draw, because you
find out who you're going to get, and when you're going to get them.
How long are you going to stay around if you're a senior? You know, those things are big things.
Turnaround from the low block by Barrow. No good. O'Daniel the rebound for Dwenger. 5:19 left. Saints trail by 12. High post. Goes to Royal. He'll turn, shoot the 15-footer and miss it. Rebound tipped out. Chased down by Jeremy Davison of Leo. Davison on the dribble. Down the right side of the lane. Tried to scoop it. And O'Daniel blocked it. A tip out goes to Leo. And Davison all alone. Got another one. 3-ball Davison from the corner. He's got 15. He's been the spark in this run. And here's Conlon Martin taking it right back the other way for Dwenger, attacking the basket and drawing contact. And again, it's Max Dove who'll pick up his 3rd foul. 4:48 remaining, 50-35, and at the line, Bishop Dwenger's Conlon Martin shooting a pair. First one's in and out, no good.
Shooting has gone extremely cold for the Saints in the second half.
Neither team has shot free throws particularly well.
Yeah, Bishop Dwenger's only scored 7 points in the second half.
Second one is good. 50-36, and Conlon Martin now with 11 points. 4 minutes, 45 seconds, and against full court pressure, Leo plays catch. Cross timeline, Kloffenstein, right sideline, Davison. Thought about launching from the right wing, didn't take it. Backdoor cut, Kloffenstein, ball tipped away. Now scrum for it out near midcourt. Pulling it away is Morrow, but I think Morrow actually pushed Martin away from it before he grabbed it. No, it's Kloffenstein who made the push.
And he did. That was a very
went in and basically cleaned up the scrum by just pushing the Dwenger player out of the way. Kloffenstein picks up his 3rd foul. 4:29 remaining here at Leo. A 14-point advantage for the Lions on their home floor. And the Saints with the basketball. Martin at the center circle. Left side, Donovan. Up top, Martin near the center circle. Throws right side to Zach Smithy. High post, Royal outside Donovan. 3-ball, got it! Campbell Donovan from distance. 50-39, Donovan with 6. Full court pressure. Setting up a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like. And here comes Davison, front court, and he threw it away. Turnover, Leo. 3 minutes, 58 seconds still left. An 11-point lead for the Lions. But now the Saints could cut it to single digits. Royal up top. Martin right side Smithy coming up to the elbow, making the catch and shoot is Royal. He missed it. Rebound free under the basket. Grabbed by Kloffenstein, who just threw a shoulder into Martin. No call. Kloffenstein's physical even when he doesn't have to be. Barrow forced up a shot, didn't get it, but Dove got an offensive rebound, and we've got a foul on the floor. It'll be on Bishop Dwenger. Zach Smithy picks up the foul, number 6 on the Saints. And on Smithy, it'll be foul number 2.
And the Leo coaching staff's telling Kloffenstein to calm down.
Yep. You know, Kloffenstein, he might still be a little bitter about that loss in football. There's Barrow, left-handed jump hook. He's got 26, 52-39. Drive all the way to the basket. Conlon Martin gets fouled, missed the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot another pair. Martin has really been a spark plug for Bishop Dwenger. He's the only player for the Saints in double figures. He steps to the line with 11, shooting 2 with his team down 13 and 3:24 remaining. Good. He's got 12, 52-40. Star of the game is Dylan Barrow for Leo with 26 of the Lions' 52. And no matter what grade you got in math, you know that's half the points. This free throw no good, but Martin got the rebound. Saints, a chance here. Royal just traveled. Turnover for Bishop Dwenger after getting an offensive rebound on the missed free throw. 3:17 still left here at Leo. 52-40, Lions lead and have the ball. Again, from the backcourt, they have to get it across the timeline, and they just lob it front court to Barrow, who gives it off to Kloffenstein. He drives under the basket, layup, good for Clay Kloffenstein. He's got 6 points and the lead 14. Royal, extra pass to Donovan. He'll fire, hit a 3. Campbell Donovan has 2 threes here in the last 35 seconds.
3 for the game so far.
9 points. He's gotten them all from behind the arc. There's a foul on the perimeter. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Will Morrow of Leo. The foul, Zach Smithy picking up his 3rd. That's the 7th team foul on the Saints, and Amon Clark will come in. Clark, of course, a running back for the Saints football team, 5'8" junior. And a timeout will be called by Matt Kostoff. He's going to take the full timeout with 2:45 remaining, so we'll take a break. Lions leading it over the Bishop Dwenger Saints, 54-43. High school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Before or after the game or anytime, Pizza Hut invites you to come in and enjoy a large, hot-from-the-oven pizza with your choice of crust and toppings beginning at $11. Or have you tried Pizza Hut's award-winning Wing Street Wings? Available in 3 styles and 8 great flavors from mild to hot, Wing Street Wings are crowd pleasers. Want exclusive deals and savings? Become a Hut lover by signing up at pizzahut.com. With dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, order America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings at Pizza Hut. The perfect post-game destination is your convenient hometown Pizza Hut.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
DC Hendricks, our studio engineer. Ryan Dellinger alongside. I am Brett Rump. They just made the announcement to the crowd, and they gave him a nice ovation that Dylan Barrow is now the latest 1,000-point career scorer in Allen County, sitting at exactly 1,000 with his 26 points tonight. 54-43 is the score. Leo leads it over Bishop Dwenger. 2:45 remaining. And to the line, Will Morrow with a 1-on-1, and he makes the first. Nobody for Leo lined up on the lane. 55-43, and Morrow good on the second. His first 2 points, and it's a 13-point advantage for the Leo Lions. On the wing, Conlon Martin. Up top, Donovan drives, kicks it out. Martin, his three's on the way, and it's front iron, no. Battle for the rebound, pulling it away. O'Daniel will put it in underneath. 56-45, O'Daniel with 8 points. Now O'Daniel tips the ball away in the full court press underneath Royal. Outside Martin, back to Royal in the corner. Can't shoot it. Up top, Donovan, Royal, corner, Martin, back to Royal. Left wing three is off. But O'Daniel, another offensive rebound, and as he puts it back up, he gets fouled, and the Saints a chance to make it a single-digit deficit with 2:06 remaining. The foul is on Dylan Barrow, picking up his first with 2:06 left. And O'Daniel at the free throw line. Good. Rattled home the first. And it's a 10-point game, 9 points for O'Daniel. So O'Daniel can go into double figures on this shot, and he can cut the lead to single digits. 56-46, and he missed it. Rebound, Jeremy Davison of Leo. And he bounced it off his foot in the backcourt. Clark has it to the basket. Double pump off glass. Good for Amon Clark. 56-48. Minute 54 left. Saints trying to make some noise, and on the dribble into the front court, a whistle. And a timeout called from the Leo bench. Kerry Cogdell wants to talk to his team with a minute 50 remaining. 56-48 the score. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to indianapt.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Courtside, Leo High School. Minute 50 remains, and the Leo Lions are up 56-48 over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Lions trying to hold on. At a 14-point advantage. Saints trying to stage a rally, and it may come down to free throw shooting. Leo has the ball midcourt. They'll inbound with Dylan Barrow to throw it in. He looks. Saints trying to take away the pass, lobbing it down low into the basket. Klopfenstein the catch, and he makes an acrobatic shot as he gets fouled by Conlon Martin. Klopfenstein back to the basket, getting pulled down. Spun it up with his left hand and banked it off glass with a little English.
That's what you call strength.
10-point lead, 58-48, and at the line, Klopfenstein hits the free throw. 59-48, minute 47. That might be the dagger. On the wing, Royal to the elbow. Throws to the opposite wing where Clark's unguarded, so he'll shoot a three and hit it. Nobody went out to guard Amon Clark, and he gets a three-pointer, 59-51. And in the front court, Klopfenstein fouled, and it may be Conlon Martin again, picking up his fourth. And it's 4 now on Martin. With a minute 27 remaining, 59-51. At the free throw line, Craig Klopfenstein, and it's good. He's got 10. He's into double figures. Lions led by Dylan Barrow with 26. Second free throw is good. Klopfenstein missed his first three, but now he's hitting them.
Yep, that's 4 in a row.
11 for Klopfenstein, and the lead is 10. Outside, Martin will try a three and hit it. It's a 7-point game with 1:18 left. 61-54. Barrow inbounds backcourt. Klopfenstein double teamed, and he got fouled. And it's Austin Burns that fouls Craig Klopfenstein. Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but starting to bring back shades of last Saturday where IPFW had a 13-point lead in the last minute against Denver. And Denver hit 6 of 6 threes in the last 37 seconds.
Wow.
At the line, Klopfenstein for Leo, trying to add to a 7-point lead, and he does. It's 62-54, and Klopfenstein now has a rhythm at the charity stripe. He's got 12 points, 8-point lead, 1:10 left. The left-hander hits that one. 63-54. We play the last 1:08. Clark down the lane to the basket, and as he goes up, he got fouled hard. He goes down under the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line with 1:04 left. Now that game at IPFW last Saturday, Denver went 6 for 6 from 3 in 37 seconds, and in between, IPFW made like 11 to 12 free throws. So it was foul at one end, threes at the other. Foul at one end, threes at the other. And at the free throw line, Amon Clark just missed the first of two. Saints can't afford to leave points out there. They're down 9 with 1:04 left. Clark, 5 points in the game. Puts the free throw up, back iron no, rebound. Burns got it and laid it in. Offensive rebound for Austin Burns. We're down to a 7-point game.
Actually,
full court pressure.
Sam Royal.
Oh, was it Royal? Yeah. In the backcourt. Be a foul called on Amon Clark. It will now be 2 shots for Leo. Into the double bonus. The foul on Clark is his first. And Kloffenstein back to the line. And I think the Saints need to find someone else perhaps to foul, because Kloffenstein's feeling pretty comfortable there right now. First one's up and good. He's got 14 points, having a night here after really being pretty quiet early. He's making a living at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter with 53.3 seconds left. 64-56. And got that one to bounce in.
He's 8 for 11.
Missed his first 3. He's made 8 in a row. 65-56 front court. Corner 3 on the way for Conlon Martin. No good. Dylan Barrow the rebound. Barrow looking. He's looking. Finds Morrow. Morrow will be hacked by Sam Royal with 37.6 seconds remaining. 65-56. Leo the lead, and Will Morrow will go to the line for the Lions. Third foul on Royal. 2 shots for the junior. For Leo, Will Morrow, and he's good. This guy just looks like he expects every one of them just to drop perfectly.
Yeah, the good form.
Got them both. Yeah, perfect form at the line. 67-56. He's got 4 points, all of them coming at the free throw line.
And he's 4 for 4.
There's Royal, a floater, no. Rebound to Dove. Davison, lead pass, Kloppenstein, one-on-one. Kloppenstein to the basket, scoops it up off the glass. 17, Craig Kloppenstein, and 69-56 the score. Saints front court, last 16 seconds. Floater off the iron for Donovan. Rebound, Max Dove of Leo, and a foul called on Bishop Dwenger. It's on Austin Burns. That'll be the 4th on Burns with 12.5 seconds left. Fans start heading for the exits with a 13-point Leo lead, and Leo senior Max Dove stepping up to the free throw line. Chance to make it a 14-point margin, and it's no good. 14 would match the biggest lead for Leo. Coming into the game, they'll replace Dylan Barrow. And before the fans vacate, they'll let him salute their senior, who went over 1,000 points, or actually hit 1,000 points in his career, with 26 tonight. Dove's second free throw is good. 70-56, 12.5 seconds left. Amon Clark on the dribble for the Saints. Between the circles, down to 7. Royal in the corner, Martin. He shoots it and didn't get it. Weak side rebound goes to Donovan. He'll put up a little short one, no. And this one tipped up, but it's too late. Final score here at Leo High School. The Lions defeat the Bishop Dwenger Saints 70-56. We'll give you the final numbers after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
From the Westport Home Studios, ESPN Radio 1380, sponsored by Westport Homes, where you get a lot more home for a lot less money. Westport Homes.
The new year is underway. Even though the year is still young, it's not too early to be thinking about participating in this year's Great American Garage Sale on Saturday, April 23rd.